because on the diversion as far as the Sensex and the Nifty is concerned, yet again in the session today, when we look at the impact we are seeing, the Nifty is down at 24,577. We're looking at, however, the Sensex trading higher by about 194 odd points. 78,623 is the level at which the Sensex is trading at. Real estate, pocket, autos, PSU banks, those are the ones that are really leading the rally today. Small caps are also doing well at this point in time. On the Nifty, you have names like Grasim, like HDFC Life, Larsen and Toubro, Shriram Finance, Ultratech Cement. A lot of these cement makers are also up and about in the session today, whereas IT names are also showing you some strength. Whereas on the downside, you have ITC, you have Apollo Hospitals, TCS from IT Pack, Coal India, Bharat Electronics. Those are the diversified names that are declining in the session today. But let's welcome our guest, Rupak De, Senior Technical Analyst at LKP Securities, to share with us a fresh take on markets. Rupak, good afternoon. Your take on the markets after the 3-day impact of cash, has been seen on the cash markets as well. What are you advising clients to do on the index?
Good afternoon, Sakshi. I think that there was a recent high which is at around 24,800, and I think market might witness a consolidation till the time it is remaining below 24,800 and above 24,400. So there is a range of 24,400 and 800, and market is likely to remain within this range till the time the impact of cash is clear.
Yeah. Okay, so Rupak, let's also try and address all the questions of our viewers who are coming in with their queries also on the show. We'll start off with one of our callers who is with us on the phone line. Manoj from Ghatkopar in Mumbai is with us on the phone line. Manoj, namaskar, kaise hain aap? How are you? Hi Manoj, can you hear me? If you can, then please go ahead and ask your question. Okay, we are unable to connect the line with Manoj, but he has also sent us the question, Rupak. This is on JSW Cement, 500 shares at 140. What should he do? Should he average or not?
I think he should wait before he can average because the stock is showing some weakness. I would suggest to average only above 135. Currently, wait and watch.
Okay, let's take some more questions that are coming in on from our viewers. We also have our YouTube viewers joining us on the program with us. A lot of them are sending in their questions too. So welcome to everybody who's joining us live on the program. I can see a lot of you sending in those questions. So please hang on, and only I would request you to just send the questions only once. Do not repeat your questions so that other people can also get a chance to ask their questions as well. Let's take the first question from Rishikesh. He says, hi Sakshi, how are you doing? Very well. Thank you so much, Rishikesh, for asking, and I hope the same for you. His question is, he says, this is a very helpful show, and for all the recommendations that I get, thanks a lot for that. Thank you again, Rishikesh. Question is on Sansera, and he says, I bought this stock at 3,450, but now I feel like I want to add more onto my own portfolio. Do you think current price will allow me to accumulate more stocks at the current juncture for long term?
So I think the stock has witnessed a strange uptrend. I think it would be better to add on dips only. Around 3,400 would be a good level to enter the stock or averaging and or pyramiding into the stock.
Okay. Next, we have this question from Sai Sharma, who says, hi Sakshi, I have Apollo Micro at 450. What should I do? Should I sell or hold? I have a 3 months time frame here. Apollo Microsystems. What would you advise here, Rupak?
So holding would be a better idea here because I think I expect the stock to rally towards 430, 440 in the short term. However, I would suggest a stop loss which is at 370, 387.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next let's take a query from Raghu, who says, I want to know whether I can buy Sterlite Tech now at this price for the next 3 months, or should I wait for some correction? Well, Sterlite Tech has been an outperformer in the small and micro cap category. in the year 2026 already. The stock has given over 400% kind of a return. It's been a stellar multi-bagger, the number one multi-bagger that you can talk about in the small cap space for the year 2026. It's been a vertical rally of sorts. Let's pull up the year-to-date chart for investors to see. Even today, it's up by about 5 odd percent at 634 odd levels. The reason why the stock has rallied over 4% in the last 6 months alone, or 7-8 months alone, is the fact that the company has been talking increasingly about fiber demand for data centers and AI as well. Your sense, Rupak, what would you advise here?
So chart looks positive, though the chart appears to be a bit risky as compared to other stocks. But I would suggest to hold the stock with a stop loss of 580. Below 580, the stock might lose its momentum, but till then it's fine. On the higher
But
end,
no fresh purchase, or will you advise a fresh purchase? The question is for fresh purchase now.
yeah, fresh purchase also can be done with a stop loss of 580 for a target of 770 in the short term.
Okay, let's take another question. This is Aarti Jain, who says, hi Rupak sir, please help me with a fresh investment view on Samvardhan Motherson. I have a short term view of 2 months. What would be the target and stop loss?
So chart pattern of Motherson is looking very good. I think 170 kind of level can be seen in the short term. So for 1 or 2 months, it can be held with a stop loss of 148 for a target of 170, 175.
Okay, let's take the next query, and this one is from Sabrina, who says, I've invested in PNB, ULIP, MetLife, Nifty 500 Momentum 50 Index Fund in the past 2 years. Should I continue to invest in Nifty 50, or should I switch my fund to a mid cap for higher returns? Okay, we'll give a broad idea to you. What would you suggest, Rupak? Somebody who's invested in the Nifty 500 Momentum 50 Index Fund. This is not Nifty 50, although he's asking that whether the confusion is there in the question, but should he look at Nifty 50 Index funds or mid caps at this point?
So after a recent spectacular rally in the mid cap space and small cap space, I think the rally is due in Nifty large cap space. So I would suggest to sticking to Nifty Momentum Index Fund, because I expect the stocks like ICICI Bank, L&T, or other large cap fund stocks to outperform in the near to short term. So Nifty Momentum Index Fund might give you a good return in the short term.
Okay. We have a caller with us live on the phone line, Om Jain from Odisha. Hi Om, good afternoon. कैसे हैं आप? ओम, अगर आप सुन पा रहे हैं तो प्लीज अपना सवाल पूछें.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, Om, go on. Okay, I think there is some trouble with the connection here also. ओम ने ये पूछा है कि मणिपाल हॉस्पिटल्स 590 के रेट पर 325 शेयर हैं, तो शायद इन्हें अलॉट हुए हैं आईपीओ पर, और अब ये पूछना चाह रहे हैं प्रॉफिट बुक करें या होल्ड करें. अलॉट डिपेंड्स ओम इन योर ओन अंडरस्टैंडिंग वेदर यू आर अ शॉर्ट टर्म इन्वेस्टर और अ लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर. Of course, Rupak here is a technical expert. He will not have the chart since the stock has debuted just today, and he would not be able to advise you there. But a lot of brokerage houses that we have been talking about on the channel since morning are talking about that how the 10-11% of a rally gives opportunity only for investors who were looking at listing gains, or very short-term investors to book out. That's a better idea, but most brokerages believe that Manipal Health is an absolute long-term portfolio stock. So you have to decide whether you are a short-term investor or a long-term investor, and then take a call there as well. Let's take the next query. This one is from one of our viewers, Seema Ghosh, who says, hi, good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon to you, Seema. Jindal Steel का question है इनका. 1255 पर इन्होंने लिया हुआ है. When to average? What is the trend looking like? And what target and stop loss she can adopt here?
So the medium-term chart is looking good for the stock. Recently, the stock has reclaimed 50 EMA on the weekly time frame, and I expect the stock to continue moving towards 1250, 1300 in the short to medium term. So I would suggest to hold the stock with the stop loss of 1070.
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लेते हैं और सवाल आया है अंकुर मोदी का। लिखते हैं, हाय साक्षी, होप यू आर डूइंग ग्रेट। आई स्टार्टेड माय जर्नी इन मार्केट्स पोस्ट कोविड टाइम. इट हैज़ बीन एन अप एंड डाउन जर्नी, बट आई डोंट get scared or panicked when the markets are down. So I want to know whether it is like an overconfidence or have I become a matured investor. That's something that he wants to know. Good question there, Ankur. Always one should introspect as a market participant as to whether you are in the right path or are you actually wavering in your own strategies when it comes to the market investment. So I encourage such questions also because we have top market experts who have seen a large part of clients' behaviors and the biases that keep coming onto the markets as well. So they will be able to advise you well. The good part is that you are keeping an eye out on the long term and you're not getting panicked with the sharp ups and downs that you are seeing in the markets. Of course, post-COVID, there has been a lot of up and down into the market. So only the ones who have true belief in the long term are sticking on well. And the good part is that you are still asking the question. What would you advise, Rupak, to our viewer?
Perfectly in line with your views.
Okay, got that. So clearly you are on the right path. Stay on and constantly keep seeking all the guidance that our guests have to give to all of you so that you pick the right set of stocks, stick on to the long term goals of yours as far as investments are concerned. Anuj has the next question. Says, good afternoon ma'am, I want to know about Kernex Microsystems. इसका शेयर मैंने 1699 के रेट पर लिया है. 100 शेयर्स है मेरे पास. अगले एक साल का इसका टारगेट क्या हो सकता है? Kernex Micro.
बहुत बढ़िया चार्ट है. इसका प्रीवियस स्विंग हाई के ऊपर ब्रेकआउट दिया, तो मुझे लगता है कि 2700 तक जा सकता है शॉर्ट टू मीडियम टर्म में. होल्ड करने हैं विद स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ 2430.
ठीक है. सत्या है, लिखते हैं, हाय साक्षी, ग्रीव्स कॉटन हैज कम डाउन आफ्टर रिजल्ट्स. इज इट अ गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी टू बाय एट द करंट मार्केट? शॉर्ट टू मीडियम टर्म का व्यू है ग्रीव्स कॉटन पर. रूपक.
चार्ट तो बहुत बढ़िया नहीं है. आई थिंक अगर बाय भी करना भी है तो विद द स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ 198 शुड बाय.
ठीक है. श्वेता प्रदीप का सवाल है, ये हैं वडोदरा गुजरात से और पूछना चाहते हैं आपसे खास तौर पर शिपिंग कंपनीज में से कौन सा बेहतर काउंटर है, ये आपसे जानना चाहते हैं. जीई शिपिंग लिखा है इन्होंने, शिपिंग कॉरपोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया भी लिखा है इन्होंने और सीमेक भी लिखा है. इन तीन में से आपको चार्टिकली कौन सा शिपिंग काउंटर बेहतर लगता है? ये शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए इन्वेस्ट करना चाहती हैं तो उसको ध्यान में रख के बताइए कि कौन सा चार्ट प्रॉमिसिंग शॉर्ट टर्म में है.
तो शिपिंग काउंटर और जी शिपिंग दोनों का चार्ट ऑलमोस्ट सेम है, बट मुझे लगता है कि एससीआई का चार्ट थोड़ा बेहतर है और थोड़ा कम रिस्क वाला है. तो एससीआई लिया जा सकता है शॉर्ट टर्म व्यू के साथ विद स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ 289. अपसाइड में टारगेट हो सकता है 330.
ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन हमारे पास है एक और हमारे दर्शक का जो हमारे साथ यूट्यूब पर जुड़ रहे हैं. जतिन दवे हैं, लिखते हैं, गुड आफ्टरनून मैम, हिंद कॉपर पर बताइए. 478 पर मैंने खरीदा है. 6 मंथ्स के व्यू के लिए क्या करना चाहिए? हिंद कॉपर.
हिंद कॉपर का चार्ट बेहतर होते हुए दिख रहा है मुझे और कंसोलिडेशन ब्रेकआउट है, तो यहाँ से 540 तक जा सकता है और स्टॉप लॉस प्लेस करना है यहाँ से लॉन्ग पोजीशन का 494 का.
ओके. आगे बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ. धन्या है मिस्टर वर्गीस और लिखते हैं कि इज इट टाइम टू फ्रेश अक्यूमुलेट डाबर फॉर नेक्स्ट 1 year टाइम फ्रेम? हाउ वुड यू एडवाइस?
So I think Dabur has given a breakdown from its previous swing low or previous consolidation. So I would suggest to avoid the stock at the current level. Only it can be bought only above 440. Currently avoid.
ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लेते हैं और ये सवाल हमारे पास आया है एक और हमारे दर्शक का. संजीव हैं, लिखते हैं, मैम मेरा सवाल ग्रीन पैनल पर है और मेरे पास ऑलरेडी ये कुछ शेयर हैं. इसका चार्ट पैटर्न क्या बदल रहा है? मुझे होल्ड करना चाहिए या सेल करना चाहिए? ग्रीन पैनल इंडस्ट्रीज.
जी होल्ड करना चाहिए. चार्ट पैटर्न बहुत ज्यादा चेंज तो नहीं हो रहा है, बट थोड़ा बहुत रिकवरी का चांसेस है. होल्ड विद स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ 195.
ओके. आगे बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट सवाल की तरफ और ये सवाल आया है एक और हमारे दर्शक का। संजय हैं, सिरमा एसजीएस टेक्नोलॉजीज़ के ऊपर पूछना चाह रहे हैं, फ्रेश एंट्री लेना चाह रहे हैं। हाल में कंपनी के नतीजे भी आए थे, कंपनी ने अच्छा परफॉर्म किया है रिजल्ट्स पर। क्या सलाह देना चाहेंगे आप सिरमा एसजीएस पे?
जी, अगर आप डीप स्टॉप लॉस रख सकते हो तो 1350 का स्टॉप लॉस के साथ फ्रेश पोजीशन बनाया जा सकता है। 1600 की टारगेट बन रहा है, 1600 1650 की टारगेट बन रहा है, तो लिया जा सकता है स्टॉक इस लेवल पे विद स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ 1350।
Okay, let's take Nitin's question. He is from Bengaluru. ये पीएनबी हाउसिंग के ऊपर आपसे पूछना चाह रहे हैं, शॉर्ट भी और लॉन्ग टर्म दोनों व्यूज आपसे जानना चाह रहे हैं। ऑलरेडी 1100 के लेवल पर इनके पास अपने पोर्टफोलियो में है पीएनबी हाउसिंग।
तो शॉर्ट टर्म लॉन्ग टर्म दोनों चार्ट ही पॉजिटिव लग रहा है मुझे। पीएनबी का शॉर्ट टर्म चार्ट की लिहाज से बताना चाहूंगा, 1050 का स्टॉप लॉस होगा, उसके स्टॉप लॉस से लिया जा सकता है फॉर टारगेट ऑफ 1300।
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट सवाल ले लेते हैं और ये सवाल भी हमारे पास हमारे बहुत सारे व्हाट्सएप के जो दर्शक आ रहे हैं हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं उनसे मैं लेती हूँ। हमारा जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है बसवराज का बेंगलुरु से है। बीएलएस इंटरनेशनल के ऊपर आपसे पूछना चाह रहे हैं, 300 शेयर्स हैं 348 पर, फिलहाल इनको 25,000 रुपये का नुकसान हो रहा है, लॉस में है। अब पूछना चाहते हैं लॉसेस को ओवरकम करने के लिए क्या करंट लेवल्स पर जो लो लेवल्स हैं इन पर अक्यूमुलेट करें या फिर लॉस के साथ ही एग्जिट कर जाएं। वैसे तो ये लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर हैं, 2 से 3 साल तक रुक सकते हैं, लेकिन आपकी सलाह क्या होगी यहाँ?
मुझे लगता है अभी इस लेवल पे रुकना चाहिए। सिग्निफिकेंट करेक्शन के बाद कंसोलिडेशन दिखा रहा है पिछले 3-4 महीनों से। यहाँ से रिकवरी कंटिन्यूड होना चाहिए, 282 के ऊपर सस्टेन करता है यहाँ से ऊपर जाके, उसके बाद एक और सिग्निफिकेंट रैली आ सकता है। तो करेंटली होल्ड विद स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ 244।
ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लेते हैं। ये मनोज गुप्ता का सवाल है, लिखते हैं विद द रेन्यूएबल एनर्जी सेक्टर एक्सपैंडिंग रैपिडली इन इंडिया, आई एम लुकिंग टू मेक अ फ्रेश इन्वेस्टमेंट विद 1 year टाइम होराइजन। आई वांट टू नो अबाउट एनटीपीसी ग्रीन विच इज़ करंटली ट्रेडिंग अराउंड 90 रुपीज़, बट इज द हाई वैल्यूएशन keeping the stock from performing? Should I wait for deeper correction or should I enter right now for long term view of 1 year?
So I think he should wait before he can decide on entering this stock or not. I think weakness is there into the stock. More correction might be there, but he can either enter around 80 or he can wait buy above 93. There's
ठीक
two
है,
levels.
okay. Swapnil has the next question for you. He says, is HDFC Bank a good stock price to buy at the current level?
HDFC Bank is not a good at the current level, but he can buy the stock at the current level. But one stop loss should be placed below 720. Below 720, it will lose its current momentum.
Okay, one very interesting question has come from Nanaji Gitla. He is from Hyderabad. He says, I am a beginner in stock markets. I have 1 lakh rupees to invest. Please guide me how to go about investing. Okay, so Rupak, I want you to answer 2 to 3 things here. One, as a stock market beginner, should one directly invest in stocks? And if somebody is keen on investing, what is the right way of investing in stock markets as a beginner? If one has 1 lakh rupees as a lump sum amount, what is the best way of allotting to stock markets?
So, as a beginner, he can start with investing into ETFs, mostly the Indian ETFs, Nifty ETF or Bank Nifty ETF, or he can start with investing into large cap, the stock which he knows better. So, only after few years or few let's say 6 months to 1 year time, he can diversify in his portfolio into small and mid caps.
Okay, so best idea for you is as a stock market beginner to invest in ETFs, exchange traded funds of either Nifty or Nifty Bank, where you reduce a lot of your risk as a stock market beginner and yet are able to play up the kind of recovery in the rally that we might see coming after an underperformance of some time into the markets now. So best part would for you would be to invest in ETFs, and then once you get more mature, look at large cap stocks, those companies that you are very sure of, that the companies have good fundamentals, solid pedigree, good growth outlook, the companies are investing in growth as well. So those kind of companies you can select. You can take a financial expert's advice as well. If you're not comfortable, better to go with ETFs or mutual funds where you trust your money with the expert fund managers who can invest on your behalf as well. So those are the best ideas that you can invest it in. Let's take the next question. This one is from Sai from Hyderabad. He says, "Hi Sakshi, I have Adani Enterprises at 3100. I want to know, can I sell that and buy Ashok Leyland at the current price for the next 6 months?" So completely two different stocks, cannot be compared at all. Adani Enterprises is the flagship company of Adani Group, and he's invested in that for 3,100 levels. It's come down from his purchase point. He wants to shift out to Ashok Leyland from the auto pack for the next 6 months. What would your advice be, Rupak?
So I think chart of Ashok Leyland is looking better than Adani Enterprise at the current juncture. I think shifting from Adani into Ashok Leyland would be a better idea, as it has reclaimed 200 days moving average recently, and I expect the stock Ashok Leyland might move towards 195 200 in the short term, and one should invest into the stock with a stop loss of 170.
Okay, I hope that this has also helped you. Let's take another question from one of our viewers. Okay, this one is from one of our viewers on our WhatsApp again. The question is coming in from uh, the viewer Satyan, who says, "I have a question on the capital markets and stocks like CAMS and CDSL. Both these stocks I have in my portfolio. CAMS I have at 700, CDSL I have at 1240. I've been holding both these stocks for long now." And he says, "Are these both worth holding for another year or so?"
So chart of CAMS is looking very good. It has been sustaining above a 20 months moving average, exponential moving average for the last 4 5 months. And I think the more upside can be seen. I expect 1050 in the short to medium term. In the medium term, from here, and one on the lower end, a stop loss can be placed below 770 for CAMS. For CDSL currently is lacking its momentum. I think 1365 would be a level above which the stock might get into momentum, into positive momentum, and then in that case, it will rise towards 1450 in the short to medium term.
Okay, let's take the next question. This one is from another viewer of ours, Sandeep, who says, "Could you please help me out between BEL and BHEL from a 2 months time frame? What kind of stop losses and targets should I adopt, and which one is better, BEL or BHEL?"
So both BHEL and BEL is seeing some selling pressure at the high level. However, the chart of BHEL is somewhat better than BEL. BEL is trading near to its support level, but the thing is that BHEL is trading above its important moving averages. So momentum is there into BHEL. So BHEL would be better to better stock to enter into with a stop loss of 398. On the higher end, it might move towards 440 in the short term.
Okay. Next, we have a question from Jayashri from Coimbatore, who says, "I'm planning to invest in the tire sector. Now, I want to know whether JK Tire is better or Apollo Tires is better, and which one is better for 1 year time frame."
So I find that Apollo Tire chart is always better than JK Tire. Sometimes we cannot understand the chart of JK Tire just for its bizarre movement. So chart of Apollo Tire is looking good from here, and I expect the stock to move towards 480, 500 in the short to medium term, whereas the stop loss can be placed below 430.
Okay. Let's take the next question, and this one is from Shivam, who says, "My query is on RVNL. Should I buy this stock fresh at the current market price for short term? What would you advise? Railway stocks have not been performing that much, Rupak."
Yeah, definitely they are not performing. So I would suggest not to invest into the stock at the current level. He can invest into the stock only above 240. above which the stock might get into positive momentum.
Okay. Let me also take an advice from you, Rupak, now. Where are the top stock ideas where you are advising investors to look afresh for opportunities?
So I'm liking the chart of Choice International. The stock has given a downwards consolidation breakout on the daily time frame, and I expect the stock to move towards 880. So I would suggest a buy at around the current market price with a stop loss of 800 for a target of 880 from 900. The next stock is Aurobindo Pharma. The stock has given a consolidation breakout. It's a buy around current market price for a target of 1720. On the lower end, support is there. A stop loss would be there at 1570.
Okay, got that. Well, let's also take one more question before we let you go. This one is from Varun Parekh from Ahmedabad. He says, please advise me, मेरे पास TD Power के 165 शेयर्स हैं 1165 पर, आज ही मैंने बाय किए हैं, ये शेयर लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए कैसा रहेगा?
CG Power, right?
TD Power Systems, TD, 5% higher today.
TD Power का चार्ट अच्छा लग रहा है. रिसेंटली कंसोलिडेशन ब्रेकआउट दिया, इनफैक्ट आज ही दिया. 1140 का स्टॉप लॉस के साथ होल्ड करना चाहिए. बाय भी कर सकते हो आप फॉर अ टारगेट ऑफ 1300 इन द शॉर्ट टर्म.
Okay, I'm told that you are going to be staying with us up until 12:45, so we'll continue our questions with you, Rupak. The question now, next one is from another of our viewers. This is Sandeep, who says, can you please help me with Coal India and Concor? Only 1 month time frame is what I have. Coal India and Concor में stop loss और target क्या लेकर चलना चाहिए?
तो कोल इंडिया का चार्ट बहुत ही नेगेटिव है. स्टॉक हैज फॉलन बिलो इट्स 200 डेज मूविंग एवरेज. तो लॉन्ग टर्म प्लेयर्स भी स्टॉक से थोड़ा बाहर जा रहा है, तो अवॉइड करना चाहिए कोल इंडिया को. और कॉनकॉर का चार्ट थोड़ा बेहतर हुआ पहले से, तो कॉनकॉर में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए. मुझे लगता है विद द स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ 500 वन कैन इन्वेस्ट इनटू द स्टॉक. और हायर एंड पे 555 और उसके बाद 570 तक जा सकता है.
Okay. Let's also take another query, and this one is from one of our viewers again. Reliance Industries के ऊपर सवाल है एक हमारे दर्शक का. 150 शेयर्स हैं 1400 के लेवल पर. क्या व्यू है आपका रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज पर, पूछना चाहते हैं ये.
जी, रिलायंस का चार्ट उतना खास नहीं है. मुझे लगता है थोड़ा वीकनेस है स्टॉक के अंदर. 1270 की स्टॉप लॉस रखना होगा. 1270 के नीचे थोड़ा पोजीशन कम करना होगा, या लॉन्ग टर्म प्लेयर है तो आप स्टॉप लॉस बड़ा कर सकते हो. 1250 का स्टॉप लॉस के साथ होल्ड कर सकते हो रिलायंस को.
ठीक है. विनीता गुप्ता का सवाल नेक्स्ट लेते हैं. मार्क्सन्स फार्मा के ऊपर आपसे पूछना चाह रहे हैं, एक स्विंग ट्रेड के लिए क्या इसमें अभी एंट्री करनी चाहिए?
जी, एंट्री ले सकते हैं आप. विद स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ 264 एंट्री लिया जा सकता है, और टारगेट 280 का होना चाहिए.
Okay, got that. And let's also take another question. This one is from one of our viewers again, Avdesh Ojha from Delhi. He says, I have 1 lakh rupees. I have a very long-term view, and I want to invest in maybe data center infrastructure theme. And please let me know what kind of stocks should I look at. वैसे देखा जाए तो रूपक, ऐसे कोई स्पेसिफिक डेटा सेंटर की कंपनी तो हमारे पास नहीं है लिस्टेड, लेकिन अब बहुत सारी कंपनीज डेटा सेंटर्स में ऑलरेडी इन्वेस्ट और डाइवर्सिफाई करना शुरू कर चुकी है. जैसे कि अगर हम बात करें, बहुत सारी आईटी कंपनीज ने निवेश शुरू कर दिया है बड़े बड़े डेटा सेंटर्स को सेटअप करने के लिए. करंट Q1 रिजल्ट्स में ही हमें पता चला. साथ ही अगर हम अनंत राज की भी बात करें, रियल एस्टेट प्लेयर है और वहाँ पर भी काफ़ी डेटा सेंटर्स में निवेश का प्लान हो रहा है. आप किस तरीके के स्टॉक्स को ट्रैक कर रहे हैं जो डेटा सेंटर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को ट्रैक करें और लॉन्ग टर्म की थीम के लिए अच्छे रहेंगे?
जी, मुझे लगता है पर्सनली डेटा सेंटर को थोड़ा ओवरहाइप्ड किया जा रहा है. डेटा सेंटर का जो प्रेजेंस है अभी, बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट यूएस में डिले किया जा रहा है डेटा सेंटर को प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीशन में. तो मैं बेसिकली डेटा सेंटर का जब भी आता है, हलचल आता है, तो अनंतराज में थोड़ा प्राइस मूवमेंट देखने को मिलता है. तो बेसिकली मैं अनंतराज को ट्रैक करता हूँ. तो फिलहाल अगर चार्ट देखा जाए तो अनंतराज का चार्ट साइडवेज टू बुलिश दिख रहा है मुझे. एक पोजीशन बनाया जा सकता है, थोड़ा रिस्की है बट पोजीशन बनाया जा सकता है विद स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ 603. हायर एंड पे मुझे लगता है 660 और 680 तक जा सकता है.
Okay, I hope that this has also given you some more sense there. Another query that's coming in from one of our viewers is from Satyansh Gupta from Prayagraj. He says, I want to know about a fresh entry in Vedanta. Would you advise that at the current levels at all, Rupak?
Yeah, recently the stock has given a consolidation breakout and it is also sustaining above its important moving average. And there is a chance that the stock might move towards 282, 285 in the short term. So can buy the stock with a stop loss of 267.
Okay, let's take the next question, and this one is again from one of our viewers. Okay, this is Rahul who says, I want to know about, no, okay, I think this is Gunjan who says on Bharat Electronics again, another question has come in, 408 पर इन्होंने लिया हुआ है, क्या करना चाहिए इनको?
स्टॉक का बहुत बढ़िया सपोर्ट है 377 पे। उस सपोर्ट की स्टॉप लॉस से होल्ड करना चाहिए। उसके बिलो आता है तो स्टॉक से एग्जिट लेना पड़ेगा।
Okay. Next, we have a question from GS Arun from Hyderabad. He says, I'm holding Sriram Finance shares, 140 shares at 983. Please let me know, should I continue to hold for long term here?
Yeah, definitely. I think it has given a consolidation as well as previous swing high breakout. So stock chart pattern is looking very good. I expect the stock to rise towards 1200, 1250 in the short term, and a stop loss can be placed below 1070.
Okay. Then let's also take another question. This one is from Nitin. Nitin's question we've already taken on PNB housing. We'll take another question from Anuj who says, please help me understand on FIEM Industries. What is the long-term view on FIEM Industries, FIEM, FIEM Industries?
Long-term chart is looking very good. The stock has an ascending chart pattern on the daily time frame, and recently it has given a consolidation breakout. So I expect the stock to move towards the higher level of 2700 in the short term. The stop loss can
Okay.
be below 2400.
Let's also take another question then. This one is again from one of our viewers who's joining afresh on our YouTube. This is Rahul who says, I have a question on Vodafone Idea. I bought this stock at 13 levels. What is your view right now?
So idea has fallen below its recent consolidation. Also, it is sustaining below its important moving averages. So stock is in the weak zone. I think more correction might happen around the stock, and a stop loss can be placed 13 13 rupees 10 paisa, above which one can consider buying into the stock.
Okay. Gunjan's question next is on Irida, and she wants to know from you at 250 she got this stock. What exactly should she do? She has 300 shares of Irida in her portfolio.
So stock chart is not looking great. I think, in fact, the stock is looking very weak. Exiting from the stock or reducing position in the stock would be a better strategy.
Okay, I hope that this has also helped you as well. Let's take another question. This one is from one of our viewers again who wants to know on VAML shares, Vedanta Aluminium Metal at 462. What is the outlook here?
So outlook would be bearish from the current level. The stock is not doing great. I think holding with a stop loss of 450 would be a better idea.
Okay, got that. I hope that this has also helped you out as well. We'll take one more question. This one is from Avdesh Ojha from Delhi, who says, I want to know about Aeroflex Industries and Schneider Electric, because between these two stocks, which one is a better buy?
The chart of Schneider is looking good. Recently, it has taken support above 50 EMA. Chart is looking good for the short term, and I expect the stock to move towards 1550 Whereas on the lower end, he can place a stop loss below 1300.
Okay, got that. Let's also take Rohit's question next. He wants to know about Aarti Industries at 720. He has purchased this stock. What's your outlook here? Aarti Industries?
The chart is looking sideways, one should hold the stock with a stop loss of 470, below 470. Exiting or reducing position would be better because below that, the stock will lose its momentum.
Okay, fair point. I hope that this has also helped you out. Viewers, we'll have to wrap it up on that note. Thank you so much, Rupak, for being with us on the program and advising all our viewers there on their queries. Good to have you with us. We'll wrap it up on that note. 84 points lower, 24,530 viewers on the Nifty right now. When we look at the clear momentum, it's being seen on real estate pack today, 1.5% higher. You do see some move on auto pack, PSU banks. Small caps are doing well, but the larger sectors like IT, private banks, they have slipped. The Nifty bank is down by 0.58%. So there is a clear divergence that we're seeing into the markets. Let's see how it plays out in the second half of the session as well. With that, it's a wrap. Many thanks for tuning in, but stay tuned on to Business Today. We'll continue to get you more insights from the earnings conversations that we are having.